Have you ever been in an opportunity where you were given something? You were maybe given a little too much. Maybe you didn't quite know what to do with that too much that you were given, that you ended up wasting it in the end. My name is Mark Anthony Dubose Jr., and I was born July 4th, 1986. Today, I'll talk about something about the concept of when we get some stuff, of what it is that we should be and need to be and can be and just have to do with it when we get it. That a lot of times we think that when we get some stuff that we just gotta keep it for ourselves, that we gotta just keep on, like, I gotta get that new next accessory, I gotta get that next item, I gotta get that next thing. I've been dreaming about these shoes, so I gotta get these shoes. As opposed to realizing that some stuff just comes to you and it's not for you, it's for somebody else. It's for somebody else to be able to use and utilize, to be able to get themselves in a better place, in a better situation. And it's just a filter from coming to you to going to them, to making sure that they're good to go. And it's something for me that I've been really looking at a lot of what I have and what I do and what comes to me on a day-to-day, that sometimes I run in a situation where I'm kind of like researching. I don't know how many of y'all run into this situation, but sometimes you're like researching something that you like you want, and you think it's going to be able to help you and be able to better you and be able to do something for you, and you can find yourself constantly like researching that. You find yourself just stuck and consumed in it. You're just like, I'm looking for a new pair of, shoes even, or shirts or jackets. Say you're just like scanning through 2,000 different jackets trying to figure out which one. And you realize how much time it takes to actually do that, how much time it takes to shop, how much time it takes to research to figure out which one is the one that you want to get, doing all the stats with it, checking out all the reviews on it, doing all that with it, just to realize in the end when you get it, it really actually isn't up to what it was and what it was going to be able to be for you. That you have something that's just like, I don't know what this is. I don't even know why I have this. Now I just have it in the back, I have it in the corner. As opposed to stuff that comes to you and realizing maybe it wasn't for me, but it was for me to filter off to be able to help someone do something else. And then that is gonna be the number one way, I'm gonna say, to be able to just bring absolute greatness to you. It's gonna bring you a sense of just calmness, a sense of relief, a sense of joy, a sense of compassion, a sense of just everything positive that can come on this planet. Because when you're just in the mindset of me, I need more, you're not looking at the overall biggest picture of this planet, and that's being able to help out others around you and being able to do something for someone next to you. That's the only way, not the only, but yeah, the only way that you're really gonna have fulfillment is by helping others. So sometimes when we get something, we need to stop thinking how much can I grow from it, but as opposed to how much can I get others around me to grow from it. And that's something that I just noticed that there's not many people that are in this fortunate circumstance. Some people think that it's a nightmare to be in a situation where you're having to control and manage it, and you're hiring people to work for you. When you're hiring people to do stuff for you, when you're hiring people to just keep your life being able to function, that if you didn't have these people, you wouldn't be able to make it through. There's not many people on this planet that have that luxury to be able to do that. But for those that do, it's an extremely stressful thing to do. But at the same time, it's something that is just extremely powerful. It is just the coolest of the coolest. Because there's something for me that I just know, like the guy that started up the company that my parents worked for, he gave everyone there, and even still to today, even though he sold it, he's given everyone an opportunity to be able to survive, be able to make it, be able to live, be able to thrive, be able to get stuff done, be able to put their kids through school, be able to buy cars, be able to buy houses, be able to buy clothes, be able to buy food. One person started that. And today it's a huge, absolutely huge organization that has who knows how many people even working there anymore. But it's just an absolutely phenomenal thing that one person made that sacrifice and said, I got what I need, now I need to figure out how to be able to get other people to get what they need. And that is just so powerful, especially with the old systems that we used to have, where now my dad retires and my parents get retired, that they get paid. They got pensions, they got retirements, they got all that stuff hanging around, where, we don't have that anymore today. And that's something that just for me, I think about that quite often, of trying to start something to make sure that I bring that back. There's certain things, certain terms that we got going on this planet, in this world, and especially the United States of America, that we need to bring retirement back. We need to bring back the concepts of putting in something and actually being able to get something from it. And not being a government source of situation, but a private entity that is doing that, is bringing that back, bringing our livelihoods back, bringing our just greatness and joy and freedom back, instead of being in a situation where you're just enslaved and you have no moves and you have no options and you can't make it and you're not going to go anywhere. Now, something for me that I don't know what it is, that I'm starting to realize more and more, that the more and more that I keep on, say, getting and having and being about, the more I realize I just sick and tired of trying to find the next thing that I need, as opposed to looking for the next thing that someone next to me needs. That I don't, fortunately, but unfortunately, I don't see too many people close to me that are in this just huge desire of need. And that's why, for me, I'm trying to put myself in more situations, in different situations, that kind of put me around people that are struggling, people that are hurting, people that are not as well fortunate as I'm fortunate. I'm not well fortunate. I'm not well off. I don't have everything easy of access. I'm behind on some stuff sometimes. But I know for a fact that I'm in a better situation than somebody else. and somebody else is in an extreme amount of help. They need extreme amount of help. They don't know what's going on. They don't know where they're going to eat. But I have the luxury of knowing that regardless, every day I've got food. And that's something for me that's a bare minimum that just lets me know I got something that I need to do for somebody else. And that just, it's something, it just says like this is the concept to me of what church, what God, what Jesus is all about. Jesus not coming here so that you can go somewhere and just keep giving them money and never getting anything in return, or watching them just give $1,000 to a charity or organization, or get some homeless people 5 blankets and call that good, even though you're collecting $500,000 a month in. That's not, I don't know, that just doesn't seem like it's going to bring the fulfillment that we all need. But we all individually need to, our own selves, do something for somebody, for something, for anything even. It could be even some animals, because I keep watching on one of these apps things that I get of people donating to one of these dog shelters that's not far from here. It's like they're starting up. They're starting to build one. They're starting to be a nice one. They're trying to be able to help out dogs and be able to have forever dogs there. Because some of the dogs that they have there, this is not that they're in a dangerous state, but this is challenging situations to have to deal with. And it's something that I just watch people just come and donate this and come and drop this off and come and do this for them. And they should keep showing that, keep showing that, keep showing that, because it's going to get more and more people involved with wanting to do such a thing, as opposed to just you trying to give your money to somebody and then they're filtering it out and doing what they do. No, you go to the Tractor Supply. If you don't have a Tractor Supply, you go to the Walmart. You go to whatever store you got to go to. You pick up something and then you hand it to that organization. You say, here you go. This is what you need. They don't even need money. It's not the cash value that they need. They need items. They need stuff. And every single one of these places, they have a list of, hey, can you get us this, and this? They all need that. They all have that going on. And it's something that just in me, it's just more and more of us should start focusing more of our energy on doing things like that, because that's going to be something that's going to be able to bring greatness to you. It's going to be able to relax you and calm you down. It's going to be able to bring a sense of satisfaction to you, knowing that you saw what you did. You saw the item that you gave it to that random dog that you don't know, you're never even going to see, or you may be a person that shows up every other weekend now just to check in, just to see, and just to help out, just to take something for a walk, or just to clean something, just to do something, and just to make something happen so that they can have an easier time. And then I'm telling you, it's gonna do something to you. It's gonna bring something to you. Hey Johnny, you gonna kick my camera over, homie? I know you're rolling and all happy and stuff. I appreciate that. But just doing something, going out and making it happen. And I feel like there's a disconnect between us doing that and actually making it and actually pursuing it and actually just doing something about it. Because we're in our minds of, I'll give to them, and they know what's best. They know where it needs to go. You know, that's a man of God. He should know what to do with it. But in reality, there's no one on this planet that knows what's to do best with what it is that you've worked for, that you've acquired, that you've gained, than you, your own self. You're the only one that knows, because you're the only one that's going to be fulfilled from it. If you gave me some money, I may put it into get another small flock of sheep. Or I've never had sheep, but get a small flock of sheep. And you're just like, buddy, I don't know why you would do that. Why would you do that? You got that and you got that. It's like, why? What's the sheep for? That's got nothing to do with growth. And for me, that's like, wow, that's a magnificent thing to be able to have and be able to do and be able to use and be able to utilize. But the main thing behind that is, if you just give to me, you're not going to see your sense of satisfaction, because I'm not going to get what it is that's on your mind all the time. I'm not going to do what it is that you're super passionate about. And it's something that a lot of us should just really try to get a little more into, with trying to help someone and realizing that some stuff comes to us and it's not for us. It's for us to move along to the next person, because the cycle doesn't start when someone gives to us and then we give. No, the cycle starts when we give, and then it'll keep coming back to us over and over and over again. And that's something that a lot of us should really try to focus more of our energy in, instead of focusing on what it is that I need for my own self right here, right now. I need this new pair of shoes, and I've been studying and researching and all on it all the time, and I gotta have it. And it's telling you, get that pair of shoes for someone else that needs a pair of shoes, that's walking on dirt, that doesn't have even a pair of sandals. Because that one pair of shoes that you're looking at can get 1,000 kids a pair of sandals to be able to walk around on and not have to struggle and not have to stress so much about being able to get around. And that's something that a lot of us can do all on our own. We don't need the help of some group or some nation or some society, some anything to do that. It's just for us to be able to do ourselves. And at the same time, I have a very big inside of me of knowing that when you start wanting to spread and starting to grow and starting to do for others, those others are going to start just showing up. They're going to start coming around you. And that's something that, for me, that I've been asking a lot more for. And especially today, I've been thinking a lot more about the concept of, God, bring them to me. I know someone needs some help. I know someone needs some guidance. I know someone needs something, and I've got it for them. I've got that extra item for them. I got that extra thing for them. I got this thing I can set you up with over there. I got certain things to do that I want to be able to push out there, and that's something that all of us should be thriving to be able to be a part of making sure that we're trying to help somebody as opposed to trying to harm and hurt somebody. That's, like I said, a lot of times, and most cases, and most all cases, this has nothing to do with money. And we always get stuck on money, 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 as opposed to just knowing that there may even be an item that you even currently have that you don't use that somebody needs. That's all that's the handoff right there. That you may have something in your closet right now that you're just, I don't know why, but you've been storing it up. You've been overabundance in it for the past 20 years of your life. And you have a whole bunch of them in there. And then all of a sudden you see something on the Facebook or on the Instagram or on the Nextdoor app or on the Snapchat or I don't know all the other ones, but all that stuff that someone's in need, and you just see a post of someone saying, I just wish that I could have, man, we just are lacking, we are struggling. And you're going to look at that and say, huh, that's weird, because I got a whole closet full of that. But then you don't line it up. That's where, for me, just me knowing that God lines things up, and he wants us to line it up, and he gives us the opportunities, and he puts it and he displays it, and and it's not something that's like a huge sacrifice to you in reality at first. I believe later on and more and you start doing this, it's going to turn into being something where it's a huge sacrifice for yourself to be able to make something happen, to be able to give to somebody and do for somebody, knowing and trusting and believing. And that's where the true faith of this world is going to start coming in. When you're put in a situation where you see someone hurting, you just give it all. You give it all. You got $1 million and they got $1 million idea, and you just give it all and you back to zero. And you got to have faith knowing that God's going to follow through and be able to get you out of that and to get you through that and make it work for you. But at first, no, you got to build yourself up to be able to have and be able to do such a thing. Don't just throw it all out there and then sitting at home all nervous and paranoid and worried, because you got to make sure you're taking care of yourself. You got to make sure that you eat, and you got to make sure that your stuff's cared for. You got to make sure everything around you is good to go before you try to do that extra. But if you already have that extra, like I said, laying around, that's where the start's going to happen, because you already have it. It's already there. And someone's already said that they needed it. And all you got to do is just contact them and say, I got this. I don't know why I have this. I don't know why I've been storing this. I don't know why I've been saving this. I don't know why this is here in my life, but I've been having this over and over. And every time I see one, I just get one, and it doesn't do anything for me to get it. And then now someone says, I need that. And you got to say, all right, I'm going to get that to you. And with that, man, I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for the understanding of knowing that sometimes the things that I want, I just got to let it go and just say, God, what do you need? And that has been something that's been able to just open my mind up and give me a whole different life experience of just what it is that I'm focusing my energy on today, as opposed to even a week ago, and especially 2 weeks ago, of God, what do you need? Because your people are in need. Your everything is in need. Your world, your land is in need. I don't need. I'm good to go. And you put all of us and you put me here to make something happen with that. And to me, I don't know why, that's such an interesting concept that came to me from a guy that was speaking some stuff that was the only thing from him that I just was like took in. Everything else is just like, dude, you're talking all religion like everyone else. You're going off on, you got to this silly rules that are just because you want to look and have a different look than everyone else. You want everyone to say, hey, since I can see you, I know what religion you're part of. And that's not what Jesus is about at all. Jesus' people aren't about what their attire is and how their beards are and what kind of hats they wear and where they pray all the time and where they show off to the rest of the world. Jesus' people don't do that. God doesn't do that. He doesn't want us to show off who we are to other people. He wants us to just be and just in reality blend in and be as normal. Not having I'm praying on the corner so everybody can see me. That's not what we're about. At least that's not what the understanding that I get from when I'm reading these Bibles and when I'm reading the book and when I'm praying and when I'm asking and when I'm looking for. And I'm just so thankful to be able to have that understanding of knowing that I don't need to look a certain way. I don't need to dress a certain way. I don't need to brag to the rest of the world a certain way. I don't need to do any of that. All I need to do is just be myself and have a good understanding of knowing that when someone is in need, that I'm here to help you. When someone has a question, I'm here to help you. When someone is struggling with trying to figure out how to be able to find a better way, I'm here to help you. And I'm not here to tell you that you got to change up all of this and this and this. That I'm going to say there's some things that, yeah, 10 commandments, that's it. That's all in reality God is in seriousness gave us. And everything else filtered through that is the understanding of knowing who Jesus businesses and just having faith and knowing that everything's going to be taken care of. And I'm so thankful to know that everything for me is going to be taken care of. And I just have to have more and more and stronger and dedicate my faith more into it, knowing that every time that I get in a situation where I'm like, man, I'm getting low, I'm getting kind of irritated, I'm getting kind of stressed out, I'm getting kind of anxious, I'm getting a little depressed, I'm getting a little just a little frustrated, that I just have faith in knowing that I'm going to be able to get through it and get past it, and everything's going to be all right. And I've just noticed that the more and more that I've been putting my faith into that, the more and more that just greatness has been coming to me, and the sense of just the self-control has been coming to me. That's just been able to just really just ease me and just say, oh wow, okay, well, I saw this was going this way, and now that just showed up and that just happened. I'm just like, God, like I don't get it, people. I don't know. All I know is the more faith that I have in knowing that I'm going to be fine, the more faith that I have knowing that I'm going to be able to be in a position to make sure that you're fine, that you're good to go. That when you start to doubt and you start to have questions, that there's someone there to be able to say to you, hey, this is the way to go. I'm not going to give you 15 Bible verses and tell you to study this and oh, you don't know about that and you this. No, that's not at all who God is all about. That's not at all who he is. He's going to bring you some people that are going to be able to show you some stuff, that are going to be able to do some things and be able to make some stuff happen. And then you're just going to say, that's interesting, and then want to get on board with that. And I hope that y'all have a great weekend and a great day and a great morning and a great evening and just a great everything. Because to me, I don't know what it is out here still. I still just see greatness. My field is just, I'm blown away with the growth. I'm blown away with the growth of my chickens. I'm blown away with the weight that my cows are already putting on, and not even a week's amount of time of the change of how we're eating and the different rotation that I'm doing. I'm blown away with the performance of all of my dogs. That now me and my May are officially in a whole new different realm of working. We're working now. We're no longer scared and bouncing back and forth. We are officially working. We are officially listening. We are officially paying attention to each other. We are officially able to communicate with each other. And it's just such an absolutely powerful, amazing thing. And it's so amazing. And I'm just so thankful to be able to have this. And I just want more and more people to be able to know and look around and see the greatness that's out here. I know they talk about this war and that war, but go look at the trees out there. And especially if you here in Texas right now, look at the extreme amount of greenness and the growth that is going on right now. Everything that's growing, it's just absolutely spectacular. Like go stare at that. Go take a look at that. Go outside when it's raining out, because we just haven't had rain here. And when it's raining, you should just go out there, just run around and play in it. Let your dogs run and play in it. Go outside and have some fun. Go outside and just enjoy your time, knowing that you can go back inside and take a shower and clean up and be dry in 15 minutes anyways. Just something great about going on this year that is just, I don't know, when I'm looking out here and I'm seeing what I'm seeing with what's going on, it's just an absolutely amazing thing. It's so relaxing to be able to see, knowing that things are just, I don't know, the way it should be, because I have faith knowing that it is going to be good, and I'm finally able to see where that is coming to be true. Thank you.